Hi, this is the Roulette Master, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I have new content releasing every day at 9 a.m. And for today's video, we're going to do a continuation and another modification of the video. I lost 12 in a row and still won, and that's because many of you are messaging me and wanting to know more modifications of this system, and you've provided feedback as to what you'd like to see. And the one that I'm hearing the most so far is to try to play more outside bets at the same time with this system. So let's try that today and see if we can keep track of 3 of those bets. So let's go ahead and do 1 to 18 even in red today. And
no more bets.
For those of you that haven't seen this before, most of the bets are almost always $10, even when we lose. The only time that they're going to change is if we're trying to recoup our losses. And unlike martingale, we're not going to do it after each loss. We're going to do it after a bunch of losses and then a win. We're going to recoup everything all at once. So let's remember that the first spin was 29 black, and we lost on the red, we lost on the even, and we lost on the 1 to 18. But they still stay at 10. Like I said, they're going to almost always be at 10. And I'm going to go over at what times we try to recoup the losses, plus make $10 on those losses like we had in the first modification. So the red won after a loss, so that just goes back to 10. And even won after a loss, that's just 10. 1 to 18 has had 2 losses in a row, but we don't try to recoup those losses until we have a win. So let's go ahead and
no more bets.
13 black. Okay, so red lost, and it's at 10 still. Even is down $10, but it stays at 10. 1 to 18 has finally won that one after 2 losses. So we're going to bet $20 on 1 to 18 to recoup the losses plus win $10.
No more bets.
So all you have to do there is count how many losses there were before the win. That's what you bet. Okay, so that hit, and that stays at 10 then. Even has lost 2 in a row, but it's not ready to recoup losses yet. And red has lost 2 in a row, but it's not ready to recoup losses yet.
No more bets.
They're all at 10 again. Like I said, most of the bets are at 10 unless we're trying to get recoup the losses. Okay, so 10 at 1 to 18. Even has lost 3 in a row, but it's not time to recoup yet. Red has lost 3 in a row, but it's not time to recoup losses yet. And the thing that makes this system so good is that you can lose a bunch of them in a row and you're not down that much. So it's easier to recoup the losses at the end. So we lost all 3 on that one. So, but we're not ready to recoup losses yet. So they're all at $10
no more bets.
Still. Again, we're going to recoup when we win after a series of losses on each one. Okay, so 1 to 18's had 2 losses in a row, but it's not ready to recoup yet. Even has had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses. It's down $50, but it's not ready to recoup anything yet, so it stays at 10. And red has lost just 1, or has lost 2, but it's not ready. Let's see. Actually, the red is ready to recoup because it had lost 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row, and then it has a win after 4 losses, so it does go to $40.
No more bets.
Okay, so we recoup those losses plus $10, so that would always go back to 10. And then the even finally hit after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all you have to do is count how many losses there were on the left side there. 5 losses in a row, that's $50, and it's time to recoup those on even. 1 to 18 has lost 3 in a row, but it's not time to recoup those yet.
No more bets.
Okay, we lost again on that even. So since we did bet $50 and we lost, now we're down $100. But it's not time to recoup that because we had a loss. So we just remember we're down $100 and we go back to $10 again until we get an even. And then 1 to 18 now has lost 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. And it's not time to recoup yet. And red has had 3 wins in a row, so it's still at 10. So
No more bets.
we're all at 10 on this one. 1 red. Okay, so 1 to 18 hit after 1, 2, 3, 4 losses. So it's time to try to get our money back there and recoup losses at $40. And it's not time to recoup the $100 yet on the even. But now we're down 110. So just remember that because we lost one more time. Red, we've won 4 in a row.
No more bets.
Okay, so now it's time to try to get the losses back on the even and back at $110. And that's so we get an extra 10 when we win. And 1 to 18 hit after we did get the losses back on 1 to 18, and then the red is still at 10. So right now we're trying to get back that
No more bets.
110 that we're down on the even. Okay, so we lost that 110 on even, so now we're down 220. But we're not going to increase that bet yet. So just remember we're down 220 on even, and 1 to 18, it's at 10 and red's at 10 because we're down $10 on both. And so they're all 10
No
for
more
this
bets.
one. 12 red. Okay, so now it's time to recoup those losses. So we were at 110, now we're at 220. This is why I usually start with $1,300 when I play this, just so I make sure that I have enough to keep going if we do have a string of bad luck like this. So 1 to 18 in red are still at 10. And now
No
it's
more
time to
bets.
try to recoup those losses. And let's see how we do. Okay, and we did. So the good thing is with the startup fund, I would have had another chance even after that to get my money back, but we didn't need it. So so 1 to 18 has, yeah, it's only down 1, so it's still at 10. And red is only down 1, so it's at 10 even. Just 1 there, so it's all back to 10
No more
again.
bets.
Here in a second, we'll check and see how we're doing so far. But we just got through one of the worst scenarios we could have, so that should make you feel good. And we're up $90 so far. And now 1 to 18. 1 to 18 it's still only at 10, even 10, red 10.
No more bets.
22 black. Okay, so even would still be at 10. 1 to 18 is at 10. Red is at 10. And that's because it's kind of going back and forth right now.
No more bets.
It just goes up 10, down 10. So the bet's always going to be 10 on those. 26 black. Okay, so now we have 2 losses in a row on red, but it's not time to recoup anything yet. Even, we've won twice in a row, so it's still on 10. 1 to 18, last one is lost 2 in a row, but it's not time to recoup anything yet.
No more bets.
So they're all still at 10. 0. We lost all 3. Okay, so they're all at 10 though. There's nothing trying to
No more
recoup yet.
bets.
30 red. Okay, so red hit after 1, 2, 3 losses. So that means we're trying to recoup that $30 now. Even is still at 10. It only went down 1 with that 0 and then came back. 1 to 18 has lost 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row, but it's not time to recoup it yet. So right now we're just trying to get back the red. So we're trying to get that $30.
No more
plus
bets.
the 10. Which is a nice modification that we made in the last video. Okay, so red would be back to 10 now, even. Still at 10, 1 to 18. Okay, it's time to recoup the 1 to 18. So as you can see, the last time before this one that 1 to 18 hit was on the 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 losses in a row. So that's $40. So we try to get 40 back on 1 to 18.
No more bets.
And we did. Okay, so now we're up $160. So that's fantastic. Let's see what else we got here. So 1 to 18 is at 10 still. Red's at 10. Even is at 10. And that's part of the reason our earnings jumped up quick, because they all got back to where they had just won, which is what you want right before you cash out. So let's go ahead
No
and
more
spin
bets.
again though and keep going here. $18 red. So red, even in 1 to 18, all won again. We're up $190. So you can see this is a really good modification as well. So the first modification we made in the last video was to basically just take the number of losses that you've had as the money that you get back. That way you win an extra $10 even when you recoup your losses. So then you're winning $10 when you win, and you're winning $10 when you recoup. So it increases your profits. And then today's modification obviously was to bet on all three outside bets at the same time so that you triple your earnings. And you can see we're up $190 in probably about 10 minutes. And I hope you like that modification. But please let me know if there's other things that you'd like me to try with this system. We've gotten this far because of your great feedback. I really appreciate it. And I try to get back to you really quickly. Hopefully you've noticed that. And if you like the content, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. And but yeah, keep the comments coming and the feedback coming. I really enjoy that, and it definitely helps the channel so that I can have better material each and every week. So have a great new year. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day.